Hey, how's Jamie? Today we have the Thor Mototec scooter. I've had this for almost 4 years now. We've got 115,000 miles on the tack. I'm going to go over some things that you kind of need to keep an eye on, plus things that are available for upgrade and some other things. So let's get on into it. First off, 1,500 miles. That's 1553, something like that. Um, it's been a good scooter. Yeah, I have got 1,550 miles on it. So it's been a good scooter. I've taken in the worst of conditions, the absolute worst. So from here in Vallejo to San Francisco, I used to take this, and I used to take it on the ferry. Now the ferry is the back of the boat and it's open, so we get all the salt water, everything else. If you look at some of the wheels, they've got some rust on them from oxidation from the salt water. I've replaced a lot of screws already, which I would suggest doing. Some of them were replaced with stainless steel, so I've done that all the way across here. Soon enough, I'll go ahead and replace these as well with stainless steel. These are regular steel. I've had two of these break. They do rust eventually. They fall apart and then one comes off. So you'll notice like a sagging in the rear end where you normally don't have that, which is good, but not so good. Front end same way. I need to replace these. These are something I need to replace, but that's for the deadline. As far as stock, besides these bolts and the neck and the tires, everything else is stock. So, and the handlebars, sorry. So, when I got this originally, the handlebars came in a fold-in kind of situation like this, which sort of works, but when you put it up on the shocks situation up here, or the handlebar, the goose sack that grabs onto us, we're short by that much. But I like riding these things. I like a wider stance because it gives you more stability. If you're dealing with something like this, it's going to give you really short mounts through the front end, which is not good. So I'm going to put that aside for now. All right. The next thing I've replaced is the tires. Now, this is done probably 500, 800 miles, somewhere there. From the stock stubby configuration for outdoors, you can see the chicken line. It's right about here. Anything further than that, when you're trying to drive and you're going like this, you're asking for trouble. So I replaced both the front and the back with street tires. I think they were about $70 pop for both of them. And I believe there is a video on my channel describing how to replace these. I'll try and pull some of those videos and then put them in the description down below. Okay, so the handlebars, tires, these bolts, I think that's pretty much about it. Now, during the course of this, the course of owning this, I was one of the earlier adopters of this. So the battery seems like it's okay. People who got later versions of this oftentimes didn't get a good battery. They got something that was horrible. Now, if you do have to replace battery, I would suggest getting something that's custom made with a slightly larger amount of wattage in it, and that should get you a little bit further as far as travel distance. These were initially what I bought. I want to say probably half a year into owning this. Now, I can tell you right now, this is not waterproof. There are no scooters that are technically waterproof. Some of the Birds and the Limes and some of the other rental scooters are. Some of the higher end scooters are. This one's not. This one, I mistakenly drove in rain one day, fried one of the motor controllers. So I had to buy new motor controllers. Now with the motor controllers, they're essentially the same, but there's one wire for the battery management that comes off that makes it different than the other one. So there's an A and a B because it's got dual motors in it. So this is capable of doing about 40. The weight limit is about around 310, I want to say. I weigh less of that, plus backpack. So when I'm going back and forth to work, this is obviously the best going back and forth last while kind of thing. So, all right, that being the case, I did crash this at 25. I was concerned about the handlebars because they are carbon fiber, but that wasn't the biggest of the worries. The biggest of the worries was this. Now this essentially is one of these. I bought this off of Mototec website. This is a replacement for this. Now it allows it to fold down. I have no need or reason to do that. Plus, it seems like the folding mechanism, when you're riding it at full speed, the handlebars have a tendency to kind of click, because there's some free play between this section here. I've tried replacing this section as in here as well. You take the tire off, you take the fender off, and there's a screw that runs up through the center, all the way up here. I've tried to use a slide hammer just what I want to come out. So I bought this before, I bending it out. I tried doing heating it out and doing some other work, but it didn't work that way. So this is the other version of that as well. This comes from a Speedway 5. Now, this scooter is based off the Speedway 5. It is missing a huge amount of components though. There's supposed to be a washer or a gasket that goes in between here, one that goes back here, one that goes up front, and there's a plate that actually screws in underneath this here, and I'll get into that later. That actually screws in the front and then waterproofs everything. So makes it a little bit more waterproof, but not watertight. So, all right, so we've gone over the tires, we've gone over the gooseneck, we've gone over the battery management, the controller situation. Trying to think what else that I've done. Okay, let's get into accidents. So when I was at about 25 miles per hour, I hit railroad track and I slipped on this thing, and it felt this way. I went that way. Scooter didn't find like that afterwards, which was good. But you know, I always had some problems. Later on, replaced the controller that had a problem with the front tire. I was going down Market Street. I was going down the street. There was a guy on a bicycle, and he comes up like this, and the guy on the bicycle, from the far end of the lane, cuts over and cuts in front of me. Ended up damaging the valence on the front of this, which is not good. So I have to replace that eventually, but that's a whole other story. So basically, at this point, it's just trying to clean down, wipe down, clean off, get it all kind of sorted out, and then we can go from there. The shocks, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the shocks. Shocks seem good. Don't have any complaints about these. These seem pretty good. Other than that, I'm trying to think. That's pretty much about it. So, if you're looking for replacement parts, you can do it on the Mototec website for this, or you can retrofit a Speedway 5 part, which is what I'd probably do later on with this specific device. So, now back to the handlebars real quick. Problem is with handlebars is that when they're fully extended, you have ends that don't connect because the handlebars are wider. So it means that this is shorter, doesn't reach, which is fine. The other thing I need to do is replace the brakes. Currently, the brakes do not work on this. They do eventually or occasionally work. So that's no brakes. No brakes. Let's see. Okay, the button up here, there's a green button that's for dual motor setup. The horn, which I took off. I had an accident and it broke. Same thing at the front. No lights. The other thing it is, it damaged when I got this accident here, it damaged the front of this, so I had to take this off and leave it all up. But anyways, for the most part, this is this Speedway 5 or Mototec Thor scooter. Does about 40 miles per hour. I would say probably has, in my situation after about 4 years, probably got 12 miles, I'd say, 12 miles out of this. But I'm balls to the wall. I'm doing full throttle on this, going down Market Street. So I'm doing probably about 30, 35, somewhere there, minus pedestrian traffic. So, but anyways, that's pretty much about it for the scooter. I've got to do a bunch of stuff like repair this, do the bolts and some other things, and I'll do some more updates as I go along with this. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and share, as always. And as always, do your thing. Thank you for watching.